Estrella, star of the game right there. Bam Adebayo finishing this contest with 26 points, 10 rebounds. Just needed one more dive for another triple dip, but he'll take the double-double plus 19 in this contest. That was the best plus-minus among the Miami Heat, among any of the starters in this contest. Man was on fire, so let's get into the fire. The captain.
Hello, I'm Jason Jackson. Welcome into the fire with the Miami Heat Audio Experience Bunch. Amy Alibert, Alejandro Salam, Tommy Tig, our producer, Ben Rivera, and in the flame, along the flame, in this fire, the captain, Bam Adebayo. Bam, when you think about your years now as a steely veteran,
I'm getting
come on, baby.
old, man.
From your first season to now, where do you feel like your largest space of growth is as a player on this hardwood or as a leader on this team?
I would say player on the hardwood. When I got drafted, I don't feel like people truly knew who I was or what I could become.
Pat did.
I mean,
Pat said we're going to put 13 in the rafters at the first press conference.
You're crazy. Talk about it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel like only a certain amount of people knew how I moved to how I handled business. And obviously, fast forward 8 years later, for a different ballgame.
Yeah.
Because first impressions are so important. What's been your first words of wisdom to Kalal?
Man, I was just telling him not to get lost in it. You go from a normal college routine to going to class, being with your buddies all the time, to getting an NBA and everybody else has families, kids. You're going to the hotel by yourself. Like, you're a complete adult at 20, 21. So I just tell them not to get lost in it. Just take your time and soak in as much information as possible.
So, I've heard that you're shooting threes now.
Yeah.
All right,
woke
so
up one day.
What should we expect? Are you a shooter now, and maybe down the line an appearance in the 3-point contest at some point, All-Star Weekend?
I'm not against being in a 3-point contest. I'm not against it. I'll do it. I'll do it now.
You'll win it though?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'm not gonna doubt myself.
Let's go.
How is it that you always stay so humble?
I stay humble. I got a picture of where I lived in my household, and I walk past it every day, and it's kind of a constant reminder of where I came from and how far we came from there. So it's kind of a reflection every day.
If you could dunk on anyone in the league, past or present, and have a poster of it in your same wall, maybe right next to that picture of your old house, who would it be on?
Who would it be? It'd be Zoe or D-Wade. One, because obviously Zoe's a shot blocker, so obviously having that, and obviously D-Wade.
Why not have greatness beneath you?
Exactly.
Exactly. Solana, what do you have?
All right, so you want to dunk on D-Wade and Zoe.
Yeah.
But when you look up at the rafters every now and then, other than the two guys you did share the court with, number 40 and number 3, who's somebody else that you kind of wish you had the chance to play alongside them in a Heat jersey?
Let's take a look.
You got 32, Shaq, 33, Zoe, Timmy, number 10.
I would say, what's crazy is I would say Chris Bosh. Just because I feel like I've developed into more of that phase. Not saying I am CV by no means. But I feel like that duo would have been a problem.
Had a good time with you in the fire.
Yeah.
Cap, appreciate it.
Into the fire, the Miami Heat Audio Experience getting together, asking all the burning questions to Heat players, and put it in right here on the FanDuel Sports Network. For the folks that listen, hope it's fun to kind of put all the faces with the names and the whole bit and the voices. Amy with us now, and listen, the big man room around here, I mean, that might be the lead room right now. I don't know if the guards would agree, but that end of the floor doing some things.
Well, when you look at a game like this and you'll hear it, everyone had their hands on a win. It was awesome. I thought everyone had key moments, but Spo ran a big lineup for the last 5 minutes of the game. That's where this game was won, right? In the second overtime. It was Nico, Bam, and it was Kalel in the game, all three of them. And you have to give them so much credit because we haven't seen it a whole lot. I don't know how much time they've had behind the scenes in it either. And so they got out there, they executed and got it done. That's a really long lineup, and all three of those guys can do different things. That's the other part of it. That's tough. That's tough to stop, and it's tough to go against as well. So I thought it was excellent, and just the confidence in your young team. I mean, third year and a rookie out there winning a double overtime game. Wow.
Take the rook and take the captain and put them together.
Please.
That's a ridiculous game. I mean, a combined 45 points, 20 rebounds, 9 assists. Bam had to do all the work there. But when you turn to Ware and everything that we've seen here over, what has it been, 2 weeks of a just absolute explosion, and tonight critical as well.
Yeah, and mentally, Jax, like again, maybe not everyone in their league knows who this guy is, and now they're talking about how he's going to potentially be the rookie of the year. I mean, mentally, you have to be so locked in and engaged because this is what you got to do, right? You got to go out there and make the plays and your opportunities. The 3 ball, that's where he got going tonight. Look at his catches. He's so calm and relaxed. It's like it feels like he's got 3 or 4 seconds to jam inside. So he's taking it out. Then he gets inside 7 for 8 from the field. Oh my gosh. That was late and that was amazing because those are those 2 young guys, the confidence at the end. Look at the efficiency, 7 for 8. He's not forcing anything defensively at the end of this game. He had some huge tips and deflections and stops. And I'm so pumped that he's got that vice right across his chest. Come on.
I love his defensive presence, love the rebounding, but the fact that man took 4 threes and missed 1 shot, that's something else. That gets him on TV next to JT.
Thanks, Jax. Now with Kalel Ware. Kalel, we'll get to your stats and your impact in just a moment. But a game like that one, you're playing in late minutes of the fourth quarter, overtime, double overtime, it's a win. It might seem like a silly question, but how much fun was that?
I mean, it's always fun, especially, it's better when you got a larger score, over the other team. But when they get competitive like that, it makes the game fun when you come out with the win. So
you guys had a big one here against the Orlando Magic. You've been such an important part to this team over this recent stretch. And for you, I imagine it's been crazy to kind of hear everyone lauding praise as you get used more and more and more. So what type of advice have your teammates given you to help you slow the game down to be able to have moments like this one, 19 points, 10 rebounds in a win like this?
I mean, just going out there and just playing the game, that I've been playing my whole life. I always say that. I've always been able to go out there and impact the game and, and impact the game for others. So I just want to continue doing that.
Well, tonight you did it from distance. You set a career high with 4 made threes, 4 for 4 from 3. So what was going on with your guys' offense and their defense that gave you the type of room to feel comfortable and confident out there?
I think like 2 of them was contested, but yeah, no, I don't know. I was just feeling it. So I was just letting it go and went in.
It was a dominant night from both you and Bam Adebayo. So now on Wednesday, you guys have what might be the best big man combination, particularly defensively, coming in here to Miami, and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley of the Cavs. What do you set out to do on Wednesday to sort of show what you and Bam are as a front court combo?
I mean, doing what we always do. Bam, he already got experience in the league and, just been able to, just play his game, and I'm able to, play my game around his and around Tyler's and everybody else on the court. So, just been able to go out there and just, compete. So
19 points, 10 rebounds, a victory for Kalel Ware in double overtime. Thank you very much. Jax, will send it back to you.
My man, Jeremy, you got to match sometimes your interview subject. You know what I mean? If so, Khalil's
We're talking about wardrobe, Cache.
If he's going out there, come on, man, throw a towel on. That should be just everybody, our whole wardrobe out there. Let's go to overtime. And second overtime specifically, after getting this game tied up in regulation, outscoring Orlando 29-20, it was 8-8 in the fourth quarter versus the fourth quarter, and then here come the Heat running downhill.
Yeah, we like to look at finishing packages here, and it was the last couple minutes of the game. Okay, scratch that. Let's do the first overtime. No, scratch that. There's another one. This became very much a game of will and execution. mental fortitude. You hear that around here all the time, but now we're going to see it because the numbers don't lie. In that final frame, Miami shoots 67% from the field. Orlando was 1 for 6. One of my keys today was forcing tough twos or contested threes. You knew Paulo, you knew Franz were going to be the guys with the ball in their hands. I thought Nico played excellent defense in certain possessions here in terms of taking a stand and on the ball pressure, but Bam 3 for 4. So of the 6 shots Miami took, 4 of them were from Bam. Catch and go. Every time there was some kind of defensive adjustment. There it is right there, by the way. Tyler set that up, got the switch with Anthony Black, gave it to Bam, said, you gotta go. But today when Bam's not thinking and he is so assertive like that, I mean, he's such a powerful guy around the rim. Tyler took one of Miami's 6 shots. There it is right there. It's kind of a big one, wasn't it? But the point is again, when you talk about a great team win, it wasn't just Tyler Hero taking over, right? Orlando looked gas at the end. It's a double overtime game. I don't think anyone's not feeling a little bruised and banged up, but mentally Miami just locked in. And Jax, I'll say it. You could have rolled in here and had a 20-25 point win. This is the win that the Miami Heat needed today, right? I mean, you had to fight every possession. That's the stand I'm talking about from Nico. Staying present, staying legal. And, yes, these guys deserve to smile and celebrate themselves a little bit. It's been a good day for this group.
Here's how it rolled out. The Heat had to make a big push in that fourth quarter to knot this thing up, and then just a push, if you will, in the first overtime. And the Heat had to do it on a 6-0 run to get there. And then, as we do in all things in life, finish up strong. Take a break, come back as we finish the program strongly for you. More of that guy. That's right. Bam Adebayo, 44 minutes and 29 seconds of glory. And Amy will have it all angled up when we come back. Heat win.